Have you ever been at a point in life to where you just was in a really bad funk? Maybe nothing's really wrong, but you just can't explain. You don't get any type of motivation to do anything, stuff like that. Let me explain what's going on. First and foremost, it's a part of your evolution, you know. Something greater is on the horizon. You see what needs to be done. You see that changes need to be made. So after a while, by not making those changes or those steps towards change, everything starts to seem like more heavy on you, on your conscience, on your mind, stuff like that. Sometimes you just don't want to be bothered with people. Hell, maybe you might even feel like you're alone. Not so much maybe physically, but just mentally at the point that you are in your journey, right? Yeah, we all need a support system, and there's always people that we could just pick up the phone, if we need to vent or, if we need a favor from somebody, right? But we also have to look at the time, the energy, your resources that we're pouring into others that are not pouring back into us. A lot of times, those that we're trying to look out for, even though we may not be in the best of predicaments, a lot of times that weighs us down on our journey. There could be people that's in your energy that really don't have your best intentions at heart. Once again, they're just out to use you for what they could use you for. Do they really want to see you win? No. And you could try to help them. You could try to point them in the right direction. You could try to give them advice and things like that. But they won't put forth effort. So at some point, you got to think, okay, why am I still being bothered with these type of people? So that's going to tie back into the lonely phase, right? You got to start cutting certain people off. Whatever the relationship is, friend, boo, family, whatever the case, got to let that go. It is what it is. You know how they say everybody ain't meant to go with you to the top, right? A lot of people is here for seasons. For some people, their season might be up with you. Different views, different wants in life. And that's cool. No hard feelings. I got to go my way, you go your way. It is what it is. Got to master the art of detachment. Of course, some of these people are going to try to guilt trip you. They're going to feel your energy shifting. They're going to try to tag along. You don't want to carry any dead weight with you because you're going up to the top. And again, it could be somebody you got mad love for. So just, you ever sat back and thought all of this energy that people are draining from you? What if you actually took some of that energy and poured it back into yourself? Knowing that you're giving this person energy and they're not even doing anything productive with it. Meanwhile, you might be sitting there, you got ideas and goals and thoughts and all this other stuff, and you trying to what's the word? Feed a dead horse? I don't know. But still, what if you took that time, those thoughts, and just went ahead and did whatever you needed to do for yourself? Do you get how powerful that is? These same people, they're gonna try to make it seem like you getting the blessing by helping them. Like, what if you really lent out some money that you really didn't have to spare, and then whatever the case, now you needed to come up with some money, and so you figured it out. Did you really get a blessing, or were you just overextending yourself? That's definitely not a blessing. It's time to start being stingy. It's time to focus on yourself. It's time to detach. Those who really rock with you, they'll understand, and they'll be there for you if ever you need. Those that don't was only out for themselves from the very beginning. Just know, greater things will come. Greater things are on the horizon. Just as long as you're putting in the effort. At the end of the day, you gotta go in hermit mode. Some people, they call it isolation and all this other stuff. It's all the same: hermit mode, detachment, isolation. You call it whatever you want, but you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you were to fail, it's on you. You're probably gonna be by yourself, right? So why not bet all on yourself? Betting on others is only gonna lead you to be disappointed. Why even do that to yourself? They got your social media or your phone, whatever the case. You know who really is showing genuine interest, and you know who's just trying to get under your skin. If it's your phone, your internet, whatever the case, if you don't want to pick your phone up, don't pick your phone up. It's not about them. It's about you. And I'm really starting to embrace this detachment, because my whole life I've been a person that's always doing. That's not getting me anywhere but used. And somebody said to me the other day, people only could do what you allow them to do. And so now, we're not allowing nothing to fly. We're not allowing nobody to do nothing. You don't want to do something, don't do it. If you want to, don't overextend yourself. Focus on you. I promise things will be great. Everybody stay up. I'll catch y'all in the next one.